Let's go. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to. You ready? Let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome to House Connell. Welcome to RC Squared, a podcast for the people. So you guys, tonight we are covering Truths with Vivek Ramaswamy. It airs tonight at 10 p.m. on Fox News Nation. You guys, if you want to hang out with me, I'd be honored. I like to tell everybody directly where to go. So I'll be doing a share screen. So I wanted to start a little bit early, you guys. So how's everybody doing? Welcome to House Connell. My name is Regina Connell. So you guys, to get things jumped off here, I thought that I would play a little bit of what's going to happen tonight, as well as a little bit of the town hall meeting that Vivek Ramaswamy so valiantly went to and spoke with those good people, versus what we saw that happened with Oprah Winfrey and Kamala Harris and how she's behaved in other interview style situations. And Oprah Winfrey was supposed to be more of a town hall, and that is just not the feel that I got. And I don't think a lot of other Americans probably did not get that feel as well. So anyway, you guys, I'd love to know your thoughts and feedback. Please leave any and all thoughts and feedback in the comment section. You guys, we are streaming on Rumble platform. We are streaming on the Facebook platform, now known as Meta. We are also streaming on YouTube and the X platform. The X platform is probably one of my favorites, you guys. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. So the first thing we're going to lead out with is what we're going to be watching tonight. So it's about a 4-minute clip. It's an interview that Vivek Ramaswamy had with, I don't remember who it was. Let me take this one down because we are going to be watching. First, it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. It was Fox News. I want to say it was Hannity. So let's go ahead and play this.
Former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy joins us now. Vivek, we're going to get to a moment to your book and to Fox Nation special and something airing on Fox tonight that you're working on. But first, kind of what do you make of Kamala Harris jumping at the opportunity to debate and Donald Trump saying, I'm good?
Well, look, the reality is they want to go back to CNN, which has already hosted a debate, do the same format without any people in the room and likely biased moderators. I think there's a conversation to be had, Pete, about whether or not there's going to be a different format with a town hall where you actually hear directly from voters, where moderators and networks can't really tilt the scales quite as easily, maybe with a different network, maybe even Fox hosting that debate. I think that would provide a sense of balance and true diversity. But at this point, what are people going to get out of another staged charade? I think Donald Trump has a great point. And the reality is he is connecting directly with voters outside of that media filter. That's working well. And I think that's what the Harris campaign is worried about.
No doubt. No doubt. How about the vice presidential debate? What do you, when you see Tim Walz and you see J.D. Vance, what do you anticipate in about a week?
Well, look, I think that if this is a debate decided on the merits, J.D. is a good friend of mine. He and I have had plenty of our own debates over the years in a friendly way. I can tell you he's an intelligent guy who's thoughtful and will stand well on the merits of policy and ideas. I think the question, again, comes down to what types of media filters are applied to this. Yeah. Many people may not watch the vice presidential debate. So the question is, how does the media spin it afterwards? Mark my words, many more people will see what the media says about the debate than seeing what actually happened at the debate, which, again, is one of the Republicans' challenges. I'll say this, though. I don't mean to sound like a Republican victim or something. We're not victims. It's our objective to be victorious. It's not an even playing field. It never has been. But our only choice is to step up and win by such a margin that we actually reunite this country. And so that's the work we have cut out ahead of us. I'm not here to complain about it, just stating the facts as they are. That's our objective, and that sets the bar for us in winning this election.
Well, one of the things you did when you were running for president was say, I'm going to tell you the truth. And you may not want to hear the truth. It may not be popular, but I'm going to level with you. We've got a new book coming out called Truths. You've got a Fox Nation special. And also, it's going to air tonight on the Fox News channel. So it's
and
called
that's what
Truths
we're covering
with Vivek
tonight, you
Ramaswamy,
guys.
tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. Here's a quick preview of some of what you'll see.
Here we go.
What do you think is one of our main learnings as we think about this question of who are we, national identity? What does that say about where we are today?
I think there are people who, after Donald Trump got elected, for them, suddenly the issue of government interference in the speech landscape. Once upon a time, we had confidence in the public and in audiences to make the right decisions if they were well informed. Now, people believe that the voting public can't be left to their own devices, that they have to be manipulated and managed. Therefore, we can tolerate a certain amount of censorship.
Vivek, a lot of interesting people around that table, not all of which would agree with you.
Yeah, the reality is that's the whole point of the book and the point of this series as well. The thesis of the book is the way we find our path to truth is through free speech and open debate, including with those who disagree with us. So the point of the book is to arm people at home with arguments to talk to their left-leaning friends, their left-leaning family members at the dinner table. What we did with the special is we then brought people who disagreed with one another to that dinner table. The one you just played, for example, which will air tonight at 10 p.m. on Fox, brought together at the same table a Russian journalist who you just heard from, an American journalist, excuse me, who lived in Russia for over 10 years, a Russian immigrant to the United States, a Jewish rabbi from Yale's campus who's a great longtime friend of mine, and a Muslim woman who worked in the Biden administration, also a friend of mine, at the same dinner table, even.
Okay, so that gives us a great deal of clarity. Sorry about that. I had my mic muted. I always do that. So you guys, this is amazing because that gives us a great deal of clarity as to what's going to happen tonight and what we're going to see. So we're going to see diversity. We're going to see people with differences of opinion come together and actually talk, not yell at each other, not scream at each other, not do gaslighting, not a lot of fanfare. So this is what I'm looking forward to. And again, you know, I like to catch it live. I like to catch it before it's been chopped up. And it's going to be very neat to see it live. And I thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, I usually don't stay up this late. And my thing is more of a book reading. So let's go back to this and finish listening to it.
Talking about issues like Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Hamas. You don't get those people together at the same table that much in America anymore. So that's one of the things we want to demonstrate through this special is the more people talk to each other openly without filters, that's how we get our country back. And that's why I wrote the book. And I'm hopeful the special is able to show a bit of that in action at the dinner table.
Really interesting. So if you liked what Vivek Ramaswamy had to say on the campaign trail, Talking Truths, you're going to like this special tonight at 10 p.m. along with the book called Truths. You get a chance to sort of understand how you think, how you make the arguments to the left so we can make those very same arguments. Vivek Ramaswamy, congratulations on the book.
Congratulations, sir.
And everything on Fox Nation. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, guys. So I'm extremely excited about that. I'm excited about the show tonight. I don't know about you guys. So another thing that I thought we'd play a little bit of before it starts tonight. We've got 22 minutes before it goes live. So I did not know that it was going to be. I knew that it was going to be like a round robin discussion. I did not know that it was going to be so much diversity and difference of opinion. So it's really going to be interesting to see how that goes. I'm eager for this new book to come out. My husband was telling me that he was going to get it for me. I'll say it again. I'm an avid reader. You guys don't forget to join us tomorrow morning for RTNT 93. Read the New Testament in 93 days. And we did do a new thumbnail. In fact, let me pull it up and show you guys. I think you'll really, really like it. So, you know, I'm in love with it. And so tomorrow will be day 76. Remember, we finished out the book of Acts. We finished out the book of Ephesians. We just jumped into Colossians. So you guys, we've only got about 20 more days till we're completely done with the New Testament. And remember, we're traversing many translations, the 1599 Geneva Bible, along with the King James Version. And The NIV, New International Version. Okay, without further ado, let's bring back up Mr. Vivek Ramaswamy, and we'll watch some clips of his stuff from the town hall of Springfield, Ohio. And I thought it was really fantastic that he went there and paid special attention to the fact of what he offered the mayor from his, I guess, his own business or whatever. Some people had gotten together. And, he has no place in government. He did, run for president. He does endorse Donald Trump. What kills me, though, is that, the very people that are in office are the ones who should be doing this job that Vivek Ramaswamy is doing, that President Trump has been doing, that so many others have been doing. And that's just my opinion. So without further ado, let's jump on and let's play this.
But that doesn't mean we have to trust them. And if you actually want to trust the people of this country, the best way to do it is to speak directly to them without filters. I'll share with you what my perspectives are. Coming out of some of those meetings with members of the Haitian community, leaders from that community, city officials, here's my takeaway. There's about 70,000 people now in Springfield. And by the way, people ask me, why do you come to Springfield? One of the media networks, MSNBC last night, said, I'm descending on Springfield to do this event. So I guess it's a fair question. Why are you here in Springfield? I grew up an hour from here. I live less than an hour from here now. I actually spent a lot of time in Springfield growing up. Anybody been to Mike and Rosie's? Okay. I've had more subs there, probably most of you here. We used to play in Wittenberg every summer, had a tennis program I would participate in. I've got aunts, uncles that have lived here, still live here. So this is close to home for me. And if an issue of national significance is happening in my backyard, no, I'm not going to turn my back. I want to actually see what we can do that's positive for this community. But one of the things I've learned, here's my view, is that I don't actually blame any of the 70,000 people in Springfield for the mess in Springfield. That includes the 50,000 people like my family members or others of you who have lived here for a long time or for generations.
So I just want to say, I think what's interesting to me also is the fact that the government infrastructure has been denying what's been going on and then trying to pivot it and turn it and twist it into a racism thing. And so many people are coming forth and say it's just a difference of culture. And like I think Byron Daniels has said, Vivek Ramaswamy, and so many others have screamed that, you're taking people and they are taken from mental institutions. They're dumping out their mental institutions and the prisons. It's as old as time, a trick as old as time. It happened during the administration of John F. Kennedy Jr., with Fidel Castro, the Bay of the Pigs. That's what that's all about. Anyway, so Vivek is really going to listen to these people. And I haven't even actually gotten a chance to watch this whole thing. So I thank you guys for hanging with me. If you're liking this, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to sew in further, just watch the whole of the content. That helps us get into the index.
Generations. After meeting with a bunch of them today, I don't even blame the 12 to 20,000, most of them certainly, I don't blame most of them, the Haitian migrants who were brought here by unconscionable means.
Mm-hmm.
I blame the federal policies that are responsible for what's going on in this city. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about it in an unfiltered way. People are angry. Let's acknowledge that. You're not going to fix that problem by saying, don't be angry. That doesn't work. You're going to acknowledge the reason why people are angry. Here's some hard facts. Right? This is not narrative. It's not fanning flames. It's just fact, okay? Hard facts are, this is a city with twice the poverty level of the national average. This is a city where since 2020, in the last several years, sometimes in the last couple of years, you've had carjackings and car thefts go up by 50%. You've had shoplifting go up by 100%. You have seen a rise in communicable diseases. That's real. Those are facts. They're not deniable.
Facts.
The traffic-related incidents, those aren't quantifiable, or maybe, but I don't have the facts on that. But undoubtedly, there have been some wounds in this community dating back to last year. And out of respect to the family, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I know this community has been through a lot. And so we're not going to sweep that under the rug. But the question is, how do we channel that anger to actually do what's right both for Springfield and for this country. So I have a bias. I'll put it on the table at the beginning.
So I just want to say, I don't know if any of y'all are looking at the citizens that are in this room, and they look like normal citizens. They don't look like the dressed up people that were on the Oprah show that, they go off script, off cuff, and that's what we want. That's what people want, is realness, I believe. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. You guys, you can find this on the Fox News channel, Fox News Nation. And then let me go back over here, and I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Okay, so here's a gentleman, and he looks like he is part of the community, and it looks like he's about to address Mr. Ramaswamy. So let's check it
Dare
out.
I say unite this country as well. That's what I hope to do tonight. So my friend Tiffany Justice is here. She's going to help take questions from the audience. I promise not to talk too much. Just wanted to get some stuff off my chest to kick this off. I'll be glad to answer any questions. But the thing I really want to do is hear from the actual experiences of the residents of Springfield, a town that means a lot to me, a town where I spent a lot of time growing up, a town whose best days don't have to be behind it, but can still be ahead, just like the rest of our country. And so if you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll bring you up. And the goal tonight is don't hold back.
Don't hold back.
There's one risk you can take, which is to censor yourself. The other risk you could take is you say too much.
Don't
you might offend somebody in the process. Take the second risk, not the first. And that's how I think we're going to get our country back. So thanks. A friend, Phil Plummer, good to see you.
Thanks, you guys. Let's hear it for Vivek. Spending time coming over here to help us out in Springfield. He's a man. He is a man. Vivek, I'm a current lawmaker, so anything I can do for you guys in the state of Ohio, I know this is a big national problem, feel free to call me. I'm also the former sheriff in Montgomery County, so I understand the problems here. But Vivek's hit on a lot of it. I mean, we let the media grab the story about the ducks and the geese and the dogs and the cats. That's not the story. The story is what this is costing you guys, right? What this is costing the American citizen when your hospitals are full, we're getting new diseases here. There's a lot going on that you guys should not have to pay for. And I feel sorry for you guys. I'm right across in Dayton, Ohio, Vandalia, that's where I'm at. And I see this migrating in my community, okay? So we're with you guys in spirit. But Vivek, we have to figure out a way to close these borders. I've got 9 cartels in Dayton. They're killing our kids.
9 cartels. Did you hear that?
Thank you for being a warrior, fighting for this community. These guys need leadership. They need love. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you for everything you're doing as a state rep. Appreciate that. It's a good man serving this state. It's not a thankful job at all the time, but I appreciate that. We need more people to make that sacrifice. So thank you, brother.
Yes, I just wanted to come up and I know we're talking a lot about the immigrant population and stuff here, but I want to talk about like the veterans and the people of the actual Springfield. Like I was born and raised here. In Tucker Carlson's debate he had the other night, they were talking about how we were destroyed by taking away our factories, and then they filled it full of drugs, and then they sent all of us out to war, but we're not getting any support. The vets that are across the United States, but in Ohio, like we have a terrible VA system. We need a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? And so I hear like people talk about the Haitians and the different things going on, but like our veterans need help. And so I'm just kind of curious to like, what ideas you have, to help out for the veterans.
Have you personally served?
I'm a combat veteran. Yes.
Thank you. Give this man a round of applause. Thank you. So I think one of the things we need to do in this country is to fix the VA once and for all, to really, to really treat it the way a business treats its shareholders is the way the VA should actually treat its veterans.
Agreed.
They work for.
I'm sorry about the video on this. Let's check in and see how
Former
close
presidential
we
candidate
are.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
How close we are to the actual event. Let's go to home. And I don't know why they haven't uploaded the let's see, we'll just go to this. Oops. And lives. latest. I don't know why they don't have it up here. Like, so here's a little Gutfeld. Let's see what Gutfeld means.
Cam's first solo interview stinks like doggy do. Our video of the day comes to us from Kamala Harris in Philadelphia. That's in Pennsylvania, Kat. She did her first sit-down interview all by herself like a big girl. But when we talk about bringing down prices and making life affordable for people, what are one or two specific things she has in mind for that?
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this.
Was
I grew up a middle-class
kid. Anyway,
My mother raised my sister and me. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn. You know, and I was raised to believe and to know that all people deserve dignity, and that we as Americans have a beautiful character. You know, we have ambitions and aspirations and dreams, but not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions. So when I and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people.
That meant nothing. But here's a rule of thumb. If a politician's answer to housing prices includes lawns, you'll probably end up sleeping on one. Meanwhile, she introduced a new accent at the Congressional Black Caucus dinner over the weekend. Watch.
Hello to all my divine nine brothers and sisters.
ooh, child.
And my soror.
Oh, that's so real.
And to all my HBCU brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters on my HBCU, brothers and
I
sisters.
gotta hand it to her. She's the woman of 1,000 voices, and they're all annoying. Matt, can you decipher what she said in that response about the economy and prices?
Not really. I like the accent she does because it's supposed to sound urban, I suppose, but it ends up sounding like almost like a plantation owner in the antebellum South or something.
Yes, yeah.
Which I don't think is what she's going for at all.
Yeah.
But for the rest of it, I don't think I'm the first person to point this out, but I see myself in her when she gives answers, because this is like when I was in 8th grade trying to fill out the word count on a book report.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like she doesn't know what she's going to, when she's in the middle, you can watch her, when she's in the middle of a sentence, she doesn't know what the next sentence is going to be.
Yes.
And so she tries to stretch out the sentence for as long as she can so it doesn't end. Then she has to start a new one.
Yes, exactly.
That's the process.
Or she'll take a question that's been asked of her and she'll restate the question and keep repeating the question in statement form and never answering the actual question, and people accept that for an answer, and that confuses me. Anyway, so I'm gonna run on over here to Fox News Live, and they should be showing it any moment. Let's see what's live. I'm just watching. Let's just do live now. It's like Live Now Nation, Live Nation, Fox News Nation. Oh, here we go. Live now from Fox. All right, let's do it.
At the end of the day, they certainly would be happy if Israel went forward and took out the nuclear threat, because they know they could be affected as well.
Josh, I do have to ask you this, because we're 44 days
Somebody
from
lead us
the
in
United
prayer.
States
Please lead in
presidential
prayer.
election. Does
Heavenly
that
Father, I
timeline
pray that
factor
you
in
would
at
get this
all
world,
with any
Lord God,
sort
in
of
your
decision
name,
making when it
that we would all
comes
lift our
to
voices
how
up
to
you,
address the
Lord God,
conflicts, the
and
strategy from all sides?
and learn how to combat this evil.
I hope
Lord
not,
God.
because you could always delay things. You have the November elections, then you have the inauguration, which only happens in January. But Israel's been at this since October the 7th. It's almost a year, and it's taken longer than we thought. But that being said, Israel's made great
Give me
progress in taking out Hamas. Just last week, we announced that the Rafah battalion of Hamas, even though the United States administration said Israel should not go into Rafah, we did. It was necessary in order to take out those terrorists. So I don't really think the U.S. election plays a.
All right, so I'm going to keep an eye on this. And so Vivek Ramaswamy is coming on. Let me show you the little teaser that I put together today.
You ready? Let's go.
So we're just playing the waiting game right now. CNN hints at, oh, I wonder what, oh, let's go on over to CNN. Something looks exciting. And it's live now. Let's check it out. Boom. Let's go over to CNN, you guys. Oh, it looked like something interesting was going on there. What am I watching here? Live, Vivek Ramaswamy hints at Ohio governor at his Springfield town hall. It shows CNN live. So let's go to CNN live. Here we go. Search. So there's P. Diddy. Won't see anything about Vivek, but it's showing it on my phone. That's so weird and annoying. All right, let's see if we can find Vivek Ramaswamy. He should be coming up soon. And I'm going to tell you now, if I get frustrated with this and it doesn't come up, then we'll just catch it tomorrow and I will end this live, you guys. Vivek Ramaswamy holds town hall. How about Fox News Live? This is so annoying. Live. Here we go. This is what it's supposed to be coming on. Let's see, I'm gonna ask. See Middle East latest race to the House and Mulder live now from Fox. I'm monitoring the this is Fox 2.
It does seem unlikely voters will have another chance to watch former President Trump and Vice President Harris debate again. Yesterday, Trump rejected another
And I
debate
don't
with
blame him
Harris
for
hours
rejecting
after
it, you
her
guys.
campaign said she agreed to an October 23rd matchup on CNN. Trump, though, saying it's too
breaks the
late
rules.
as early voting has already begun in 3 different states. Meanwhile, both campaigns continue to crisscross the United States, holding rallies in key swing states. For more on this, I do want to bring in David Washington, who is the CEO of J. Washington political firm. David, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, Stephanie.
Absolutely. So I did want to ask former President Trump saying that it is too late to hold another debate with Vice President Harris as early voting is currently underway in 3 different states. We're 44 days away. Does it matter if they debate again or not?
No.
It does.
No, it
and
doesn't.
there are still questions that American voters have, particularly in regards
you won't
to
get from Kamala.
specifics that Vice President Kamala Harris offers in regards to the economy, immigration, things like that. I would like to hear more policy specifics, and not just from the vice president, but also from former President Donald J. Trump.
So we're 44 days away. Most people seem to have already made up their minds. And we're talking about a very small sliver of voters who might still be undecided. What is it going to take to sway those voters one way or the other?
I like to refer to these undecided voters as unpersuadable. And I say that because these are voters who have been disengaged from politics for some time. Them to pay attention to what's happening in our electoral process. Also, these individuals may be very busy in their lives, and also some of these individuals believe that, well,
I don't know why they say, okay, well, Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be on. He's going to be on live. And there's no, nothing. I don't know. Well, you guys, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Let me check the X platform, see what we can find there. If not, I'm signing off, you guys, and I'm sorry to disappoint. But when I get a hold of it, I will definitely start posting it and all of that. Let's see if we can find Vivek. It might be, he might be streaming it. Oh, here we go. Let's see, sir. Here's a reasonable deal. Okay. He's a Mario Naufal. Here's a reasonable deal. I don't know, you guys. Look, my tummy's starting to get upset. So I'm just gonna end this live, you guys. I'm sorry. I thought that we would have a show, but that's okay. No worries. You guys don't forget to join us in the morning. Big Russ, I think, is going to be joining us for our TNT 93, Read the New Testament in 93 days. We'll try again this week. We are going to be doing a show, and my hope is to do a show on Project 25 as well as Agenda 47. And our good man Wise from A Righteous Perspective did a good series on that. So I'm going to go check that out. I already did some stuff on his Project 2025. And then he told me he had done a piece on Agenda 47. So I think it's a good thing to take a close look at. Plus, let's take a look at this border bill that Kamala Harris keeps fervently accusing Trump of rejecting for no good reason. And I dare say there was a very good reason to reject it. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. And we'll see you next time here on RC Squared. Sorry, see you right here on RC Squared, a podcast for the people. All right, guys, be blessed. See you next time. Sorry, guys. See you next time, guys.